Hey guys, yo, what's up and welcome to Jump Inside Gaming News, where we give you all the best bits of gaming related news in the past fortnight. Let's get started. Bethesda's Starfield, a glimpse into the gameplay, trailer and more. Bethesda's upcoming game Starfield is on track to be one of the biggest releases of 2023. Boasting almost 1 million lines of dialogue, anticipation has been building ever since the game was first announced in 2018. Yes, I cannot wait for this game to get released. I'm so excited and I'm super looking forward to it. It seems to be one of the best looking games so far. I just can't wait to get my hands on it. And it's made by the company Bethesda, and you know they're going to do major work on this to get this as perfect as possible, as well as an enjoyable campaign. I'm guessing there's going to be lots of choices in this, as well as a big open world space to explore. Now, I always have to compare this to Star Citizen because Star Citizen is a major open RPG space exploration game, and this also seems to call itself a space RPG. So they do follow two similar lines. So debatable of what the differences are. I cannot wait to get my hands on it to actually experience exactly what the difference is between other space games and this particular space game. What are you excited for the most in Starfield, and what hopes do you have that you really hope that are in it? For me, I really want the ship itself to be explorationable. If you're gonna spend ages inside a spaceship in a video game, that spaceship for me has to feel like a home. But what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about this particular game? What do you want in a space game? Anyway, moving on to the next piece of news. GTA 6 map leaks. New locations revealed for the biggest Grand Theft Auto yet. As Rockstar seemingly gets to work on its biggest open world yet, accordingly to the list of leaked map locations, Vice City will be the primary location for the player to explore within GTA 6. Vice City will contain a number of beaches as well as lakes, parks and hills. I want to emphasize that they say leaks. Nothing here is official, so whatever you hear is, of course, it's rumors up to the point of if it actually does happen. So it's likely to happen, but it's not for certain. So now that that's out the way with, I just want to clarify, I'm really excited if they're bringing it to Vice City. It feels like everyone's like, yeah, they're doing Vice City. Do you think GTA will generally be just pushing everything out and gonna make everything go to Vice City, or do you think they're gonna go and give us a random twist and go, no, it's in this brand new area that you didn't even try to guess? Because to be fair, they could pull that off. They've done it before. We've all anticipated something and we've been correct a little bit, but we've also anticipated something and we've been completely wrong before now. So, what exactly do you think is going to be based as this new GTA game? And, Vice City seems cool, but if you could have it anywhere else on the in the whole planet, where would it be? Because, it's America. Most GTA games are set in America, so you're probably looking somewhere in America, but what could you, where do you think it could be in America for the next GTA game? If it's not in Vice City, where would you place it? I think, I want them to visit San Fierro, to be fair. If it is in San Fierro, awesome. That's great. I've always wanted them to visit that area of Grand Theft Auto again, because they didn't really, emphasize it apart from, I think one game. So, yeah, I'd love it to be in San Fierro. Vice City or San Fierro are my two choices. Maybe, I can't think of anything else. Los Ventura would be fun, because I don't think we've actually been to Los Ventura properly. I feel like that could offer a lot more, but San Fierro is definitely something that I'd like to see in a GTA game. Anyway, moving on to the next piece of news. Live action God of War series casting using AI. After the success of The Last of Us and several other game-to-series adaptations in recent years, some fans have been looking at other beloved games and trying to decide what they hope to see next. One such fan recently took to Midjourney to see what some fan casting actors would like to see as beloved game characters, and the AI did not disappoint. If this is what a live-action God of War series is going to look like, count me in. So no, God of War isn't actually happening, but some people have speculated who they'd like to play if that thing actually happened. If you want to read that whole article, it is in the links in the description. I would just check it out. It looks like a pretty good cast if they did that type of movie. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. It would. I'd like that. I'd love that as a series. I think that's perfect casting. To have David Harbour be, of course, the person who played the cop in Stranger Things. I think he'd be perfect to take on that role as God of War. But you know what? I don't know. It could be anyone. But you know, I think that would probably be the perfect fit. What series would you like? Because there's loads of now game to series adaptations that we've seen. We've seen Halo, we've seen The Last of Us, we've seen would you count Pokemon? No, I think like Pokemon's a TV series thing. I don't think Pokemon would count, but we've seen lots of different things like past the border of game and TV series. So what TV series would you like to see? If you could pick a game and you could turn it into a TV series, what would you like to see? Personally, I'd love to see a Mass Effect series, but not based as Commander Shepard. Maybe as based in the same universe. It would be very interesting, and not like a cartoon, like a live adaptation for me. But you know, what would you like to see? What type of thing would you like to see? If you could recreate any series, or just want to watch any series from a game, what would it be? What would your favorite thing be? Anyway, we're moving on to the next piece of news. Skull and Bones, release date speculations, trailers, gameplay, and more. As we all know, Skull and Bones hasn't had a smooth development. We don't know exactly what happened behind the scenes, except that the game had undergone at least one major overhaul in which the vision of the game had changed. What that means remains to be seen in terms of the game itself, but in terms of development, that only pushes the release date back further. Skull and Bones has been pushed back almost too many times to count, and most recently was given a launch window of early 2023 to 2024. And of course, yes, last but not least, Skull and Bones seems to be delayed. Of course it's going to be delayed. It keeps getting delayed. It's a game that keeps getting delayed, and it keeps me wondering. I absolutely love the look of the game, and I love everything about what it keeps trying to be. But if they keep getting pushed back, exactly how good is it actually going to be, gameplay style or connection style? Because if there is a problem in the connections or the gameplay, then obviously, you know, the game isn't going to be as good as it can possibly be, which can be a problem. And well, if you push back a game, because people are going to wonder these things, is the game on track to be as good as it can be? And if they keep pushing things back, are they patching things up, and those patches aren't even working, so they need to reinvent a new patch? So now they're doubly patching things up, and it's probably just looking like a messy file, and they probably have to set back and restart things. So, you know, I don't know exactly how it works behind the scenes. All I know is if it's getting pushed back and there's problems with it, it puts a little bit of fear into me. Because, you know, like, if you're going to say a game's coming out in 2 years, that's fine. If it's got one pushback, okay, a delay. But if it's got multiple pushbacks, then obviously it's going to be a bit of a problem. So, you know, like, how many pushbacks should a game be allowed to make? And for me, I think 3 is the maximum number. I don't think anything should be over the 3 mark. Right now, I see it's done 2. I think if it makes another one, I think that's a problem. But, you know, it's just me. What do you think? What is your maximum amount of pushbacks for a game getting released? Anyway, that's the news right there. If you enjoy the news, please don't forget to like and subscribe and tell me what you think, and what are your favorite parts of the news that I've covered, and what do you also want to see? What games do you want me to cover in the news? I'd love to hear about it. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, again, all that stuff, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.